Mirage is a map which ESPADA picked, and at least based on how they performed against Na'Vi on their map pick, I'm going to be feeling a little worried for Syman Gaming, because ESPADA, they're showing that they do have the chops. Players like Dima, Patsy as well, some cool rounds coming out from him. It's like no one really slacked off for ESPADA. Everyone kind of showed up in their own way, despite a couple of rounds which they really shouldn't have lost. But here we go. It's going to be Syman starting with T side, opting to start on the T side on Mirage here on ESPADA's map pick.
One player up in towards Palace. That's going to be Norbert. Best name in CS. No, actually not. There's better, but it's one of the best. Well, Saltvik's going to be peeking in towards middle. He comes off the window, and now the push comes through from Syman. They're going to put a player up inside of the window already, and it's going to be Kriaz taking the kill on towards Dexter. Saltvik wants to go through, but it's the murder hole for a reason. You don't want to go through there when there's a player waiting on the other end.
Mo? I like what they did there. The CDs are so passive. Ooh, okay, that's a lovely shot from Finnegan. But Kios with an even better shot. Demon's left alone in 1v4. Round is done.
Job done. It's going to be Syman with the win. Brilliant pistol round, actually, overall there from them into Mirage. ESPADA, though. I've had the, well, I don't know if I would say luxury or battering that I received here on Mirage. I played against ESPADA once in a little qualifier thing. We decided to sign up for a team, and Mirage was an insane map for them. So this is, when you take a look at the statistics as well, it's one they always play. So even in open qualifiers, they'll just play it just to bind people out on best of ones. So it's one they're so comfortable with. They play it all the time. They play it in every sort of scenario. So I think Mirage is definitely going to be an uphill battle for Syman, but good early showings early into this pistol.
Well, I haven't had the luxury of playing against these guys, but yeah, I mean, based off at least what I saw from them on Inferno, and that's a map where they lost very convincingly to Na'Vi. You know, they do have the fundamentals are down with this map. The protocols are definitely on point, and the pistols, we all know how quite deadly they can be in the hands of both teams, to be honest, and not just for ESPADA, but for Syman as well. Nice little tap there from Kios to find Finnegan. That's an early pick going the way of Syman Gaming, as they will fall on back. Whoa, Patsy! That was just filth. And Mo has been spotted out. He's been spotted out, and Patsy's there. He's alone, though. Trying to take the duel. Now he knows he needs to land his shot. Does a lot of damage. Somehow he stays alive. Mo. 57 HP! The Patsy! The box, and Patsy! It's just popping off. He finds two, and now Dima with the AK-47 catches Norbert dropping down. It's happening again, Dinko.
It is indeed, and it's a scary time to be alive here. 35 seconds, Kios up inside of the apartments. Mac 10 in his hands, Dima's going to catch the bomb. Surely Kios falls here. It's going to be the Mac 10, low HP. Oh no, Saltfake, got to be careful here. 30 HP, can still die at long range to this Mac 10. Now an AK. His chances really slithering away in this round. Kios looking to try and recover for Syman. It would be a 3K in the round for him. 17 seconds. He's going to run and try and recover this bomb. Gets the bomb planted at least. Saltfik just hiding around the corner, starting to move up, but Kios has the angle, he has the kill. And thank God, Syman will win the round, and Kios saving the day.
Every time you see pistols being bought up, it's just, it's anyone's round. So close, so much damage being dealt out by ESPADA. But with that, it should be a full eco now. USB should be coming out, and for Syman Gaming, they should hopefully win this one a little bit more convincingly.
So you remember yesterday when I was saying about CIS teams just playing in like 2 to 3 tournaments a day sometimes?
Yeah. ESPADA
have another game coming up in another tournament right after this, so that kind of just shows how much these guys really do play. It's gonna be crazy. Well, it's gonna be Mo taking a kill up towards Connector. It's all onto Finnegan now into a 1v3.
Okay, that works. Mo just jumping around the corner and ensuring that they don't hemorrhage any more players. Did they just... Oh, no. They just tossed away their guns trying to swap, but they lose all of their weapons. But it's okay. That's alright. They have money. It's cool.
That's always a big meme. That happens to the best of us, though, as well, unfortunately. Is when you're playing the matchmaking, guys, you see it a little bit easier, because you have extra time towards the end of the round to go and pick up your weapons. Here in the competitive rule set, there's barely any time. There's only a few seconds, so picking up and saving guns is very difficult.
Is it like 3 seconds?
Yeah, it's
or
super
5.
Short.
Yeah, it's very
I don't
short.
think it's much as 5. I think it's lower.
3, right. Oof! Nasty peek there from Norbert, as like you said, the best name in Counter-Strike. I love his lead speak name. Oh, Dima. Okay, I thought Kios would push into the smoke, but it's just wanna hold the line. Yeah, I was just saying, like, I love the lead speak numbers and stuff in the name. It reminds me of like good old days, you know.
Yeah, XX_Norbert.
something Slayer.
Yeah, the one thing I do hear is when players put their names backwards, like Cutler and Ethan. Oh, I hear that.
Yeah, Ethan's was one of the worst. Ooh, nice shot there from Dexter. And now, this is the two separate 1v1s, but Kios getting that kill is definitely going to help matters. But look at where the bomb is. So far away, Kios. Waiting patiently.
Ooh.
Okay, Dexter. Alright, he's still sticking around. Alright. I can understand why he went for that fight. He wants to win that 1v1, so it makes it, you know, a 1v1 in the end there. But Kios doing a great job there, staying alive. 8 kills for him, off to a great start. And Syman Gaming, 4-0 up on the T side of Mirage. On ESPADA's map pick. We do have a little tech, Paul's going to call it. Seems to be a little bit of FPS issues for one of the players of Syman. Hopefully that shouldn't take too long.
I think most of the FPS issues I think everybody was complaining about have actually been sorted, like with the recent updates, which is good. I feel like we've been getting some really good updates recently. I think that's probably helped with the release of Valorant.
Yeah, I mean, like, I find it hilarious, like, how just a couple of days or something later, as soon as Valorant launched, you see, like, all these new updates being pushed out with CSGO. Maybe they had it already, just, like, waiting to press the big red button the second it comes out, you know?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the May 18 Source 2 deadline that we hear about? And it looks pretty... I won't lie, I'm not much into conspiracy theories and whatnot, but looking at the evidence, I'm like, this could be the case. Because Road to Rio ends on the 17th of May, or 18th. And that's the day where the beta depot, which we're playing on right now, the beta version of Counter-Strike that we're playing on right now, the older version, not beta, sorry, the older version of Counter-Strike we're playing on, that also expires on the same day, right? And
yep.
The Chinese company, which people are saying, and it seems to know about this, are the company who are, it's kind of like ESCA, they're multiple ESCA face-it like imitators, some people might say, in China. No, there's like a B5, there's like 5E Win, and they're like, I think, 4 or 5 of them, which is nuts in China. And the one which was quoted by some of the guys on Twitter, it's actually a company very closely associated with Perfect World, which is the you know, the Valve equivalent, or rather Valve's partner in China, the official partner in China. So I do believe there is an element of truth in these rumors.
Yeah, I've been waiting for years for that, man. It always seems to be every couple of months we hear, oh, Source 2 is coming. So I'm just going to sit by. But yeah, I do agree, like, this looks like the most legit. But the scary part is, that's going to change so much, right? All the, I would say we're going to... I think we're going to see, not massively, I think we're definitely going to see some misaligned nids, maybe a few things come through that are going to be slightly different. I mean, the physics will change slightly, surely, on a different engine.
Oh yeah, indeed it will. But I also feel like people might be overthinking things. They know it's Source 2, but they don't know what's going to come with Source 2. But hold on to that thought. Patsy is being a problem. Krias left alone.
There we go.
Knife comes in from behind. Sotvic. I like how it just waited patiently, allowed his teammates to die just so he could just come in and get his shank in. They win the round. Pistols again, and of course the retrieve 2 guns as well, AK-47 and AWP. That's definitely going to help matters, as we do see ESPADA now with a full arsenal of weaponry to work with here against Syman Gaming, whose money, despite winning 4 in a row, Dinko, is in the bin.
ESPADA just chipping away at them in these rounds, making it close, and finally when they win one, they break Syman down. It's going to be Dexter peeking in towards middle. They're going to charge in towards him, and artillery fire towards the window, and they're not slowing down, but Dima might just catch himself a few kills here, but they're so quick, he's going to miss his opportunity. And how many shots are we seeing Dexter miss? He was under pressure there, fair enough, but the Glocks have overrun 2 players already. Just Glocks play. What is happening?
It's escalating. We had Tech9s and Deagles, and now the Glocks putting in the work here. Mo?
Oh, he's got an ult now, but there we go. Finnegan goes around the backside. Right. Krias with the Tech9 though. Never count this weapon out. Let's see if he can get anything done. In towards the window, doing damage on towards Patsy. Looking to try and take him down. He re-peeks, and now it's into a 1v2. A full minute left as well.
Why are you peeking?
It's just breaking my brain.
Why? I mean, why? Like, help me understand. Why would you have to peek there? You're low. You just needed one bullet, and CIS almost crosses over. The bomb plan there would have been a huge win, but my lord, like you said, 2 players being lost to the Glocks, and then Patsy kind of normalizing things out a little bit there. But these rounds, man, they're unnecessarily close. They shouldn't be. I would love to see like just a clean round, you know, a normal round of Counter-Strike being played out here right now. We haven't seen that yet so far on this map.
Well, in towards the ramp, it's going to be Saltfig taking down CIS. And now Finnegan there as well. Salt Finnegan is going to catch Norbert. 2-man advantage now in play for the CT side.
The bomb.
Yeah, and the bomb in towards the ramp area.
I love where Saltfig is. He just pushed up. He's all the way to, on mid, top of mid. And the 2Ts who are at mid right, and Neelan's not going to be expecting this. He can get assassinated, and Dima just needs to hold the line, doesn't need to aggress here. Just wait for Saltfig to walk on out. Spots a player, spots a head. Oh, okay. Calm taps. 1v4, Mo left alone. He's got the bomb. He's at 31 HP. And how does he time that nade? Saltfig, brilliant start from him. That's just aggression from Saltfig.
Well, that's just the ESPADA putting the perfect round together. Just getting aggressive, smashing Syman in the face, and putting them back down to another eco. It's going to be ESPADA looking to try and even things up, tie things up on that scoreboard. They've got a solo buy here, the AKs, the M4s, AWP, up against barely anything here from Syman. Better start from Dexter, not overrun this time.
Norbert trying desperately to pick up his teammate's deagle, and Saltfig just peers out from connector. Lovely stuff. Lovely hold towards mid. A much better anti-eco coming up from ESPADA.
Yeah, this one's a lot cleaner. Haven't lost a single player just yet. Neelan, the last remaining player, looking to try and cause a couple of those issues. And be the thorn in their side with his deagle. If he can chip away something, that would be good. Patsy is going to be taking the fight, and he'll win it. ESPADA 4-4. Evening things up, and now we take a look at what Syman can bring to the table. It'll be a full AK purchase. They'll have utility in the back pockets as well. But we'll see what they can bring into this round. I think ESPADA actually doing good work here on their CT side.
Going to be coming in. Syman. Presence towards mid and B apps. This time around, a little bit of a switch up here. A much more passive hold coming out from ESPADA. Just relinquishing mid control. Oh, look at this from Krios. He just... Oh, my bad. For a moment I had a brain fart. Oh, it's CT there. Pat! Oh!
Alright, Patsy, that's the start you want to see. That's like another eco is coming in here. ESPADA just shutting them down.
Okay. Alright, Patsy. He's having a game and a half right now. 11-6 for the man.
Time. It's kind of scary though for Syman that's been continuing. Neil and Lau, the last remaining player, 1v5, a lot to do here, and he's going to catch one at least. Surely, no! They know exactly where he is now as well, but Finnegan walking with a nade in his hand? What is going on? Neil with 2 kills. Finnegan, what are you doing? what is that? Alright, well, 48 seconds left. Neelan's going to be grouping up on his own and heading back in towards the B-bomb site, but he's a killing machine. He's found 2 already. Having to regress through short. Dexter has the iron goal. There we go. ESPADA with a 5th on the board. Big round from Patsy. Not to take away anything, you know, taking the attention away from that huge play that opened things up. 5-4 now, ESPADA into the lead.
I'd be very... If I'm casting a game between ESPADA and Renegades, I'd be very confused, because you have Dexter, and then you have Dexter over at Renegades. That'll be... that should be a little bit of a mind bender.
There's just so many Dennises.
Yeah, right? Like,
I
at
remember
what
when
point... Huh?
during Closure to Poker Major, it was Mouse Sports playing against at the time was it Kingwin? Yeah, Kingwin, and they had Dennis, who the Swedish Dennis was playing on Kingwin versus Dennis from Mouse Sports, the German Dennis,
Hmm.
and there's another Dennis I think as well, and then in the Bulgarian region there's a Denny's Law, so there's just a bunch of Dennises.
Similar to Mo as well. You have
Yep.
Mo right now playing, then you have
Captain
good old
Mo.
NA Mo, then we have Captain Mo, then you have, well, Moe from Australia. Kind of like a... He did play in some of the tier 1 teams for a while, but he has, I think, stopped playing on a professional level for now. But yeah, that'd be a fun team, a team of Mo's, and funnily enough, all 4 are Opus. Here comes the play from Syman. Once more, having to make do with the pistols. Gathered up, grouped up towards the apartments where all 5 players are there, so it's kind of obvious it's going to be the hit, and once more it's going to be Patsy. And Norbert comes running out.
Again,
wow.
dude.
How many spray guns is going to get through the smoke? This is getting ludicrous.
Well, they keep rushing him, and they just keep dying, so he's going to keep doing it over and over again. Finally, it's going to be Demo arriving to help Patsy out when he took that initial damage. And Syman, in these last few rounds, they haven't been able to kill anyone. So look at the money on the CT side.
That's obscene. And with this round, I think about 4 of the players are going to be over 10k now.
So Nealon can't do anything here, though. Let's see if he can do anything. No, Dexter gets rid of him. Look at that money, dude. Oh, no. There's only one player that isn't over 10k.
16k. I think Dexter was almost at 16k there. So, yeah, money is definitely the least of ESPADA's worries at the moment. And all the 6 rounds are won in a row. Syman haven't come close getting the bomb down. It's just been an absolute slaughter so far. In fact, all the 10 rounds we've seen so far, no one's been able to get the bomb down. At all. Syman Gaming, they eliminated ESPADA initially. Completely the first 4 rounds. And then now, ESPADA giving a taste of their own medicine. I like this remote. I love this remote. Aggressed, pushed fully. And I think Patsy's aware. Patsy's very much aware. Malta's going to force Mo back. He's got to fall on back here. No, it's going to continue to re-aggress. He's alone.
Why?
And it's going to be Demo who's going to find him. Desperate to find a pick. And with that, Syman will have to go all the way over to the A-bomb side, where they do have the lurk in the form of, I do believe it's Norbert. Yeah, Norbert towards Palace. And still 3 CTs on the A-bomb side. There is no presence towards mid.
That utility usage on that B-bomb side was incredible. You can see Mo was just completely locked out of that round. He desperately wanted to try and take down Patsy. They see that as an issue. They take him down. Maybe they have an opening, but that utility usage, excellent coming in from ESPADA. But 2 players walking up middle, as you said, no one holding it on the CT side. Instead, it's the aggressive stance in towards ramp. Dexter's going to be holding the connector push. Kios is going to fall. Krias does get the reply. Norbert coming in with the AK headshot. It's going to be Finnegan who hits the deck, and suddenly all the kills come in from Syman.
That's lovely stuff. Those are lovely entries. And considering how ESPADA's setup was, that could have really fallen apart here for Syman, but a great recovery. Dima pushing in, spots out a player. Nice headshot on the Krias, but Norbert replies back. Patsy's going to fall. Now they know where Norbert's position is. But Dima, he has no information. Ooh, not a great flash there. He has no idea where Nealon is, and that's a problem. Flashbang's going to allow him to... Oh, he's got a smoke. But yeah, I don't really see him winning this one unless he figures out where the second T is playing from. And Nealon not showing anything at all. And Dima's going to try and escape, but Nealon strikes at a perfect time. A huge round coming in from Syman, giving the stop the hemorrhaging. And a brilliant round from Norbert there.
Syman, a big individual play. Let's see if they can make that sustainable. Again, money's not a problem for ESPADA. So buying up into this is the name of the game. It's going to be a nice mid-smoke coming in early. Dexter looking for this opening pick for ESPADA up towards short. They're not going to smoke it off. Instead, they swing. Mo will take the trip, but Dexter was quick to land the shot on towards Kios. And now it's going to be D-Mac looking for the pick, but there we go. Mo starting to really open up the afterburners, taking 2 kills in towards middle. But meantime, look at this. Look at all the position that Patsy has managed to get, assuming so much B control.
Heading towards him as well, again. He's very deep, though, and if he gets a couple, They have, you know, it's going to be, rotation's so far away though, so even if the call comes in, it is going to be B. It's going to take forever for his teammates to come in, and Patsy seems aware of this. All about timing. The flashbang is perfect. He's blinded, he's been spotted out, recovers almost in time, but Mo, he's just not stopping anytime soon. 3 kills for him. Norbert on the lurk, gonna catch out the player that is Sotfik, and finally, Syman Gaming, they seem to be back here after it looked like ESPADA might just be running away with this half. Score's really tied up. But for ESPADA, like you mentioned, Dinko, money is far, far from being a problem for them at the moment.
Yeah, but if they continue to lose rounds this convincingly, that money will start to really dwindle quite quickly, especially... But it's important that Finnegan stays alive. He's the player with the lowest amount of cash, so... If there is the one player to save, it would be him, luckily. Syman are going to go and even the scoreline out here on Mirage. And we got ourselves a good game. And overall, it's actually been... You know, there is some insane rounds, but... Overall, it hasn't been as bad as Inferno in terms of mistakes and a lot of crazy rounds coming in with business.
Actually, nice to see like a semblance of normalcy being established in the server right now. There's no wild shenanigans with the pistols, and for Syman Gaming, they were starting to rack up the cash as well. Dual up setup coming out for the very first time. Patsy with the AWP. He has been a force to be reckoned with the M4. And then later on with the AK-47 towards the B apartments area. But now, dual ops. Once again, Syman Gaming towards mid. Going aggro. Nothing too crazy here. Looking for the contact plays. And ESPADA are pretty comfortable just giving this one up. They're playing a little bit more passive considering they do have the AWPs, the dual op setups here to work with. Syman Gaming. 3 mid. They have the float in the form of Krias towards apartments. They had Norbert floating around towards Palace, which is his usual stomping grounds, and then he's going to be slowly falling. Maybe not, he's slowly coming back. Mo, as soon as smoke dissipates, almost spots a player out. He does spot a player out, but almost lands it. But it won't work out. As we do see the slow wraparound towards the A bomb site taking place. Sotfik behind a murder hole. They've given up jungle. This is not looking that good here for ESPADA.
Oh, Kia's gonna hear those footsteps. Has to break up with the vent now. Sotfik is away. He pulls the rifle just in the nick of time, taking the headshot on towards Kios. He tried to seize his opportunity, but it didn't quite work as well. Now Patsy looking down the scope towards short, gets an easy kill on towards Nealon. Norbert coming back in, dropping Finnegan. Mo's gonna look to line them up. Good damage on towards Patsy, but unfortunately not the kill. That would have been a huge frag to find. That would have put it back into a 3v3. But the site has been taken towards the A-bomb site. Rotation coming in from ESPADA. They've still got that advantage, so even if they play the retake here, they'll still have that man to work with.
Such a ballsy plan from Mo. So ballsy from him. But now that he gets a bomb down, that's an excellent plant. Much more easier to defend that bomb plant from various angles. Krias on his lurk. This could just spell doom for ESPADA.
I think he's almost certainly gonna get... What the hell from Dima? He turns around and finds a headshot. Mo getting a kill. Norbert towards jungle needed that frag and he's got it. But Mo, he will fall to Sotfik. It's all onto Norbert now. The youngster trying to make it happen. Flash up into the air. The bomb tapped. He swings into the open, finds one. And now the last remaining player is Sotfik. Low HP. That's a nice headshot. Norbert displaying absolute antics across the board. 7-6 here for Syman. And that's exactly the type of hero play they needed.
That was a very, very good call as well. The second they got stopped over towards B, a very fast rotation, helped up with the fact they had the lurk on Norbert towards the A bomb site. And yeah, like you said, ESPADA did have the man advantage, but it just fell apart there. Very good post plant in Norbert with the hero plays. Not just winning the 1v2, but the fact that he was able to find that empty bomb site and allow Mo to get the bomb down over at A, netting them that round. Because if they continued on towards B, I feel ESPADA should have really had that in the bag. But here we go. Syman once again back in to winning ways. They are in the lead once more. They had a 4-0 start. Then 6 rounds in a row for the boys over from ESPADA. And then now 3 on the trot for Syman. 7-6 as we do enter the penultimate round of this first half.
Syman desperately need this. If you are just tuning in, it's ESL 1 Road to Rio. It's Syman Gaming taking on ESPADA here in the CIS side of the Road to Rio. Syman Gaming currently a map down after losing Inferno 16-12. ESPADA went on a bit of a tear, built up their economy massively here, but finally Syman have broken that down. And we head into the final few rounds here of the first half. ESPADA actually on the back foot in terms of momentum at the minute. We'll see if Syman can keep it up. And again, these rounds have been close. It's Norbert having to pull off an incredible round there for him to win it. And now ESPADA looking to try and get back to winning ways.
Kind of wild how they've lost 3 rounds in a row on their CD side and they still have money in the bank. But finally, like you did mention, Dinka, the money, the bank is finally kind of barren now. No dual ops this time around, just Dexter. Nice Lonesome, playing towards the CD spawn area from A. And this has just been a pretty standard default from Syman Gaming. They have Norba just floating towards Palace, and then they have CIS towards B Abs, and meanwhile the other 3 players slowly taking mid control, which has been afforded, which has been just handed on a golden platter by ESPADA. They haven't really bothered contesting towards mid that often, apart from a couple of those force buys. Dexter though, nice little shot into Mo.
That's not the start you wanted for Syman. Not at all, especially since they're going to be heading towards B, and Patsy's been an absolute god on this B bomb site. He's also got Demon to back him up. Here they go, forward. Kios runs in, it's a headshot. Didn't be able to get a kill as well, but that was Patsy, and he's overrun without a single kill. Bomb getting planted here for Norbert, and a 2v3.
That's not ideal. That is not ideal at all. Kriaz turning it around, 2v4, sorry, 2v5. The 2v3, and is going to continue to aggress more. Finnegan's holding the line though. Norbert. Beautiful shot. Doesn't re-aggress anymore. That's brilliant stuff. Finnegan now has to walk up. He's got the op scoped in. He's just paranoid someone else might be coming in. He hears the player running around, and Finnegan, this could be the time for him to peek out. They have no idea that another CT is floating in from behind. Bomb ticking away. Sophic finds one, but Norbert's there on the side. What a hero. He's just biding his time, and he's just wasting time. Playing this to perfection. What an absolute hero there. Kriaz and Norbert in a 2v5. And they get round number 8 for Syman Gaming.
Norbert is really just the MVP right now for Syman in so many of these rounds. Said early on, might be a little bit underrated in terms of the impact he can deliver on. Well, he's certainly showing up in this round, or this game, should I say. The last 2 rounds have been incredible for Norbert, currently sitting on 15 kills, 8 deaths. And while ESPADA, that money that looked almost unbreakable, is broken down into an MP9. 2 of them, in fact, for Mass M4 and 1 to Eagle. ESPADA, even after finding that opening kill, looking solid as they held the B-bomb site. Syman still make it happen.
Final round though, so they will have to just go with whatever buy they can eke out. And Norbert continuing his reign of terror. Immediately deletes Finnegan. Kios again on the lurk. And this is just falling apart here for ESPADA. 6 rounds in a row. It was looking so very promising for them, but Syman Gaming, they just stopped them in their tracks as Dexter does find Yuna at the edge of the smoke. Flying from Patsy, but the MP9 at that range, that really gonna work on out as Kios seals the deal. 9-6 for Syman Gaming, a much more better performance coming out from the latter half of that first half.
Well, Syman Gaming are going to be looking forward to the second half to see if they can close out map number 2 and force us to a third. We'll find out if that is the case after this short break.
me in the perfect light for, and that's when you can see all my flaws. And I could tell you don't mind at all. Oh no. You said come a little closer. Come here and I can show you. So I came a little closer. You said I'll show you how to love you, how to love you. How to love you. I'm reaching over, tell me which way I gotta go. I got no control, show me everything I need to know. Reaching over, tell me which way I gotta go. I got no control, show me everything I need to know. You saw me when I tear down my walls. I think you fell in love.
9-6 at the half. Syman Gaming, they do lead the way after charging their way back into things. It's been a pretty long and arduous battle for the Syman side, but they're currently a map down, so they desperately need Mirage.
Oh, they do. They do. They definitely don't want to go 0-2 down here in the road to Rio. It is a long road. They have a lot of games to be played as well. ESPADA. Look at
Mo.
out of... Ooh, this is fast.
Yeah, that's very fast. Charging it towards jungle. Mo's coming around the back of T-Spot at the moment as well. Syman Gaming, they're going to be just holding on, just waiting for Mo to get into position, and then they're just going to be pushing back into the site. Saltfic has no idea.
Oh! Okay. Saved. 3v5 though, as Dima strikes, and Daxter just jumps above, spins around, trying to find another one. It's 2v2 here, but it's all on Mo. 1v2, Dima doing God's work for his team, picks up a double, and now they're not facing. This is a smart play, and Dima finally, triple kill from him. Great flank from Mo there, but it was not going to be enough. Dima, great hold from the man, and ESPADA. They win, I do believe, they're the third pistol round in this series, and also the first pistol round in this particular map.
That was looking so good for Syman as well. They had the big flank from Mo, they had everybody waiting on the site, and ESPADA just overrun them. And I think that's just the perfect start for them coming into this. ESPADA have been on a little bit of a downturn in these last few rounds. I think you've got to thank Norbert for getting Syman into this position anyway. Some of those huge rounds from him. Mo was hitting some crazy shots, so ESPADA, they can easily get back into things. They just have to make sure they don't lose against pistols, and well, that's not the start you'd be looking for, Blair.
I'm not going to say anything just so I don't jinx it, but I agree with you. That's not a start. And it's happening again.
Syman won the team that, against Hard Legion, seem to always have a chance at winning these. Especially when you have Mo on a scout, things are looking scary. And that's not ideal for Dima. Now dropped to 20 HP. Luckily, he will get a headshot on towards Nealon. Maybe a light at the end of the tunnel here for ESPADA with that kill. Although Kios, I feel like he might just be in a good position here to take this kill towards Dima. Dima's only 20 HP and he's got a nade in his hand. He'll be kicked. Oh, there we go. That's the kill from Kios. Dexter able to double up though. And it's a 2v2 again. 2v1. With Krias going in for the connector. All on
Finnegan left
Finnegan.
alone. Yep. Bomb hasn't been spotted out, even though it's dropped towards top of mid. And Finnegan has just 5 frags so far in this map. He's been having a very, very quiet game, despite being quite stellar on that Inferno map. Picks up the AK-47. That was risky there. He walks on up. No one around. Player towards CD spawn. And you do have someone floating towards jungle. Is he going to check jungle is the question? No, he won't. Krias doesn't miss those. And, well, there you have it, Denko. Syman Gaming win another eco round. Or rather, force buy, but still. Pistols. Pistols come up on top. Why do you even need guns?
Yeah, I know. It's just something Syman just have up their sleeve. It's a good asset to have, actually, just having these incredible players to show up in these kind of rounds consistently. I feel like every time Mo has a scout in his hands, and I don't think you can count him round out from Syman. He's just pretty good with that count, it seems. Well, ESPADA, they're going to be sending 2 players up towards the B apartments. Finnegan's been tasked with holding top middle, and, well, there is an aggressive stance coming in towards top mid. Kio's up there already.
Eagles in the hands of ESPADA can also be very, very deadly indeed. They are routing over a number of shots, just trying to draw out some... Nealon gets spotted out. But yeah, they're just trying to draw out some reaction from Syman. Syman not doing a very good job not facing here. They're taking this one very slow. As ESPADA group up together towards the T ramp. Team are going to be on the lurk. Have the one smoke and have the Dexter. But that one smoke's not going to be enough to cut off all angles of vision for Syman Gaming. So he has to decide where he wants to deploy that. The CT seem to be aware. You can see them slowly gravitating out. You see the 2 CTs pushing up towards short as well. That's a genius call by Syman Gaming. Exactly in 45 seconds. And the players towards mid, Nealon, just destroys them. Hit comes in towards A though. And a nice shot from Sotfik. But they have too much to do here against 4 players with rifles. So unless Daxter just does something wild, nothing's going to work out. Smoke getting deployed towards jungle. There's another one picked up here by Sotfik. But it's a 2v4. It should very quickly be the round. Beautiful shot from Mo. And it's all in Patsy. 1v4, bomb down, and he goes down as well.
So Syman going to be up to 11-7. And the weird thing about this series overall, players, that Inferno was Syman's map pick, and they lost it. ESPADA picked Mirage, and they look worse here than they usually do, obviously, but worse than they did on Inferno. So it's kind of a topsy-turvy outcome here. Syman's certainly looking much better. I think Mirage is a map that they're always going to be comfortable on, being such a great individual team. And I think a lot of the rounds that they won, they got them back into this, were just individuals showing up. ESPADA though on the Tech 9s. Scary sign. No matter who they're going up against, these Tech 9s can certainly show up.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Norbert is... Yes, that was an eco round, but he's been looking very sharp so far, and I guess he deserves to get those eco frags. He was already sitting at, I think, 17 frags top fragging in the server, and now sitting pretty in 21. And he'll take that any time of the day. $2,400 as well. Bonus money for the SMG kills. And Syman Gaming, they called it for the tag timeout as well. This is good stuff from Syman. They finally seem to have they're woken up, so to speak. It's finally seemingly playing like the team they're supposed to be, right? Yeah. If you look at the lineup they have, yeah, you have all these different nationalities and whatnot, but you see players like Norbert, you players like Mo, Nealon, they've been around for a while. They actually look pretty good against Heart Legion, even though the final map was ridiculous on Overpass. They still look, you know, a much better team than what we've seen so far today. So it's good to see some sense of normalcy being established here. They have managed to win 8 of the past 9 rounds, and if this continues, and the money's looking good as well, if this continues, it might be map number 3 coming into play here.
Well, map number 3 looks like it's definitely locked in the moment if ESPADA do not win this round. This is starting to look very good for Syman Gaming. It's going to be Saltfix just waiting. That's a great opening. ESPADA get off to a good start in this gun round at least. But we've seen them in the first half. You know, they were finding those opening picks consistently, but they always seem to let it slide. And there we go. Norbert getting rid of Patsy. We're into a 4v4 immediately.
It is kind of a throwaway round. I wouldn't say throwaway round, but kind of like a mini bonus round for Syman, because they have the SMG and the scouts in the hands of Mo. So can't really blame Kios for being a little over aggressive, trying to catch someone off guard. Finnegan! Okay, there. Beautiful transfer onto Norbert. Nealon with the trade, but now they know where the one lone CT is towards A bomb side. Bomb's gonna get planted, and Nealon waiting for the peek, but Dexter's gonna find him. And with that, ESPADA finally get the first round on board here on their T side. But they still have a long way to go, Dinko. 4 more to tie things up. And looking at Syman Gaming's economy, they are feeling pretty comfortable at the moment.
Yeah, they'll be feeling comfortable for the next few rounds at least here. But that's a good turnaround from ESPADA, one that they desperately needed coming into this round. 12-8 on the board. Not 4 away from evening things up. Syman going to come right back into this one with a bye, like I said. So the troubles won't be finished here for ESPADA. It's certainly just the start of their long road back into this. And we take a look at what they've got brought to the table. They're going to be definitely looking solid enough across the board. They've got utility on every single player, AK in hand as well. And that's a good round for Finnegan. Like you said, he was a little bit quiet in that first half. But maybe if he can get off to a good start here, get a little bit of confidence injected into himself, then he can maybe start picking up that pace.
Dima. That's been pretty sick. A couple of these rounds. They need to do more. A little bit of variation with the way ESPADA approached their default. Mo, okay, just pushes in. Lovely stuff. Lovely aggression. It wasn't too early. It was a little bit later, and ESPADA probably thought, okay, you're gonna, just gonna wait for a full-on push. They're gonna be a little bit more passive, but doesn't work out. I love this from Syman. This is controlled aggression. This is my favorite sort of aggression. Not like overcommitting, not just going all, whole W, just pushing in. Just control, calm aggression, and one by one they get picked off. Dima just gets caught mid-air while jumping, and just like that, Dexter just gets left alone in a 1v5. He finds one, but this is nigh unwinnable. That is beautiful from Syman. I gotta give credit where it's due. That was very, very well played. Paced out approach. And then now they started peeking one by one.
Giving him a small opportunity. I don't think still you can even expect him to win this. With 40 seconds left, the bomb actually not even in his possession. It's all the way back up near spawn. They're about to find the bomb as well here with this push coming through T-spawn. It's gonna be a relatively easy round in the end for Syman. But yeah, brilliant stuff from them. And honestly, they could close Mirage very quickly here. They could get this over and done with, send us to a third map. And then who knows where the series will go at that point. I think we were almost destined to have a third map in this series. When you take a look at these two teams in terms of the firepower, they're relatively balanced. I would say Syman maybe just take the edge there in terms of individual skill. But taking a look at their rankings and their map pool, they're quite similar. So we're always meant to have a close enough series. Well, Syman will win this round. It'll be 13-8. The money problems will start again for ESPADA. And we're likely to see a 14th round maybe on the board here for Syman. Tactical timeout coming through from ESPADA. Their backs are against the wall. They know they're under pressure. But this might be where they do their best work.
Some people crumble under pressure, and some people, of course, shine to turn into a diamond, and sometimes into coal, as the old adage goes. Or I don't know, I'm just making stuff up.
That's what I want to be when I die, Blair. I want to be crushed into a diamond.
I guess it's doable, right? I mean,
yeah,
you get burned.
You're just made of carbon.
Yeah, you get cremated, and then just get crushed, and then you turn into a diamond, and then gets shot out into space, and then someone can sing Pink Floyd's "Shine On You Crazy Diamond" for you. That's a nice way to go.
Yeah, that's the new Viking funeral for me, really.
just talk to Elon.
It only costs like $100,000, but we'll do. It's fine.
Or you could just volunteer. You could just ask Elon Musk. He's got a flamethrower to burn you to a crisp as well. So
yeah, maybe.
Anyway, Nade's being tossed in though by Syman towards the B apps, and Patsy will be facing a lot of problems here, and Kios just finds the one, but Kriaz is there, but nice trades coming from the T's, but look at Nealon's position. They're not going to be expecting this. Holding the line, does so much damage. Incendiary won't be tossed in. Mo's there on the side as well, and before they even get into the sites, they're down just to 2 players, Sofik and Dexter, sorry. Bomb will be planted, but the rotation is already in play. They're right around the corner. Dexter finds one, and he knows there's someone there nearby. He knows where, they know where Mo is with the op.
Well, at this point, just holding on. It's going to be Saltfic lining up the doubles. Nealon and Mo both picked off as they tried to re-enter from the same position. Smoke really funnels them through the door. And now another round on the board for ESPADA. Not done yet. That's an important time for them to shine. And when we take a look at what Syman have in play, it's not going to be a whole lot. So, really, another force buy, scrappy buy coming in here from Syman. Mo on the glass cannon, Norbert on the CZ, FAMAS and Deagles for the rest. But if they lose this, which is pretty likely, this is where ESPADA start to really ramp up their score, and they're right back into things here on Mirage.
Could very well be the case. Syman Gaming. It has been a little back and forth the past few rounds. And that was a very good recovery by ESPADA, considering all the 3 CDs were waiting right outside the bomb site to go for the retake. Very, very good recovery, especially with Sotfix, some really cool shots coming out from the man. Now, Syman, with the buy that we see here on our screens, will be playing a much more aggressive, angles. Oh, okay.
Take issue, okay.
Oh, alright. Damage has been taken. So we did have a few a restart called, but we do have Kios is taking a little bit of damage, and the rules state that if a player is taking damage, you can't have the restart. And they walk into the site with the op. They walk into the site with the one op. Oh,
I hit
it's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong for ESPADA. That is.
I hate that kind of round because everybody's kind of everybody stops thinking, stops concentrating, and then they just kind of walk into Mo. But that's just one of those annoying tech issues. We always see that happen, you know, if the damage is being taken and you're not allowed to replay the round. We always see that happen where everybody just kind of loses focus. Mo just doesn't. He stays concentrating and he takes himself 3 easy kills. Now that's just heartbreaking for ESPADA. That was their way back into this game, but with losing that round, they're probably in a position now where they probably are going to lose this now. As horrible and pessimistic as it is, but, you know.
I mean, it is what it is. You're calling it as you see it. Flash to pop. Nealon. Brilliant stuff there. I really like Syman CD side here. Yeah, they lost the 1 round to the ESPADA, but apart from that, the way they're playing mid is something which I wish more of the CIS teams actually took a page out of. Like, it's some really cool stuff. They're not hyper aggressive. They get the timing right. They don't over-aggress. They catch them off guard. They don't keep doing it again and again and become predictable with it. And it's just some pretty cool stuff coming out from Syman here on Mirage, which is a map that I expect ESPADA would have in the bag very, very comfortably.
Well, ESPADA are going to start right forward. It's going to be Nealon looking for the lineup. He gets 1 or 2 assault. Thick Patsy able to take him down as well. Now 4v3. Patsy trying to do a lot with this M4. It's going to be Finnegan with a headshot. Norbert able to trade back, this time on towards Patsy. Now it's Dima and Finnegan into a 2 versus 3. Trying to do what they can as Dima is going to come in, dropping Norbert. 2v2, a slight chance back into this for ESPADA. It would be absolutely amazing if they walk away with this round win after the horrible nightmare scenario in the previous. Krias and Kios, they do have a kit available in the back of Kios, a little bit of utility as well, and these 2 AKs looking for their way back in. Dima realizes if he plays for the pick here, he might just be able to give themselves the perfect chance to take the round. But there it is. There's the kill from Dima. Now alone, though, his teammate does fall, and it's Dima. They know exactly where he's playing from. Into the 1v1 up against Krias, who starts to swing over towards the sight shot. Landed, damage done, but not the kill just yet. He'll pull the sidearm, knowing that he's connected the shot, and Krias is going to move forward. Whipping the shots, though. Dima cannot get it done. Is there enough time for the defuse? Is the question.
Yes,
and will Syman will get it through? It's going to be Map, and there we go. Map point here on Mirage. That was right down to the final second, Blair.
That was so very close. Well played there, and well, can't really blame him. He knew he landed the shot, but unfortunately, the Deagle, man, it's a cruel mistress. Sometimes it gives, sometimes it taketh away. And in that instance, Deagle not landing a single shot, unfortunately. Honestly, felt like ESPADA had managed to seal that round away, but with that, Syman are on map point, 6 map points, and they have 6 opportunities to close this one out and take us to overpass.
Well, charging on out, it's going to be Norbert with the aggressive play in towards ramp, and they're going to check this. Patsy's going to swing and take down Norbert. And advantage picked up for ESPADA, site taken, bomb planted, now they can just hold on. Syman looking to try and retake.
Retakes have been great so far. It's Dima. Wax first. It's a 3v4. It's very, very winnable. There is, apart from the one flashbang and Patsy, there's nothing to keep the CTs at bay for the time being. And they do have their one smoke, which they can use on the bomb. Mo, scoped in towards Tetris, trying to find something. And the T's are playing very passively. And look at this lure coming in from Sotfik. That's it, round's done. Mo's going to head for the hills. And it's going to be ESPADA staying alive to fight for at least one more round.
Whoa. Well, not done yet. It needs to be flawless now for them. That needs to be 6 rounds in a row just to take it to overtime. Easier said than done, of course, and Syman. This round should be one where they don't really get too much done in. This should be another round on the board for ESPADA. Stepping one step closer to the comeback here on Mirage.
Listen, if we see a similar overpass to what we witnessed between Hard Legion and Syman Gaming, I might need help. Because right now overpass looks very, very likely indeed. Finnegan walking on out, and well, he does find one. This should be the bomb site for ESPADA. Don't really see the op coming in for this retake. Unless CIS wins this duel, then it could make things very, very uncomfortable indeed. And he's gonna actually find Sotfik. They might fancy the chances. They have a kit. It is a full investment. But yeah, 3 AK-47s, unless the Deagle in the hands of Kios finds something, and he does. He finds Finnegan. Now the retake truly on. Molotov's gonna keep them at bay for a few more seconds. But then op in the hands of Mo, it's gonna be instrumental in them winning this retake to close it out.
Dexter taking down CIS. Now 2v2. It's going to be an easy kill for Dexter as now Mo sits back inside of spawn, having to fall away. ESPADA will get an 11th. Oh, Mo. He wanted to go that way, but they're watching his exit. So you'll have to sit back and spawn itself. Dexter going around this corner is almost a death sentence here. Oh, actually lands the shot to Mo. Mo doesn't want to repeat that. Does not want to lose this AWP into the next. And there we go. At least they have that carried over. Still another easy round, most likely, on paper, coming up next, unless Mo lights up. We've seen him do that a couple of rounds previous.
Four more rounds, Jinko. Against a full eco now, with Mo with the up. But we also saw what happened when Mo was the only player with a gun earlier as well, so... Nothing is... as it seems in CIS Counter-Strike. Kios, ooh, gets legged but survives. Mo now. This is a shot. Hasn't been the case much for him so far in the series. He has really been on point with the zoom banger. And they come walking around. Kios looks to his palace at the worst time possible. And there's a bomb site. There are 3 CTs there. However, the USP's gonna make them very soft. Mo's missing very uncharacteristic shots. He doesn't really miss those. 12 rounds for ESPADA. 3 more to find. I don't know, Dinko. If the money continues to be miserable for Syman, they might just have to face off against just potentially 2 rifle buys. This could actually potentially work out. This could potentially go the way of overtime, just looking at the money.
Yeah, I mean, it's a real feasible possibility here, especially with ESPADA just getting that momentum going. Finnegan just got 3 kills picked up. Mo again just having to try and save this AWP. If you can save that, that's not too bad here for Syman. They'll be able to buy around it into this next one, but he's under pressure. Luckily, he catches Patsy, but Dexter's there. It will not be saved for Syman. ESPADA keeping 3 players alive. Money starting to build now for the T side, and Syman, well, this is going to be a rifle round if they decide to purchase up. Should do at least. I mean, they've got some utility.
Yeah, they can buy, except for Mo not being able to go for an off buy, and I feel like they might just go for the half buy here, which should be the case. Yeah, it is going to be a half buy. It makes sense. You want to just go into. You need one more round. You want to go into it with a full-fledged buy everything. You don't want to lose an round because you were missing a flashbang or a kit or something of that nature, right? So the half buy Deagles again. 3 CDs waiting, Norbert on top of Shadow, Mo with a scout, and 2 players towards the firebox. Are they going to be aware of this? Patsy opens it up, they come free-firing around the corner, they find 2. Now they might not be expecting Kios, but they check him, but he replies back, he looks for more, running out of bullets, but he gets spammed down. And it is going to be the round here. Don't really see this one working the way of Syman. This is Scout and the CZ against his AK-47s is going to be too much of a Too much of a task. Okay. I say that. And Mo just decapitates Finnegan and goes for the fight with the C4.
What? We'll sort fake catching out Mo. It's gonna be Patsy taking the kill as well. Korea's picked off and gone. And there it is. ESPADA 13 on the board now. 2 away from victory. Money's gonna be back into the bank here for Syman. Mo makes the right decision, I think, in the last round to take the lower investment. On the scout, see if he can do some damage. Now he got the AWP in his hands. And Syman with a full purchase. ESPADA, if they break this one, they are in prime position to make this happen. Mid-take from Finnegan. Molotov out towards the connector area. Norbert aggression in towards ramp is the name of the game. He catches off Patsy.
He's comparatively very quiet to what we saw from earlier in this map. He was just like popping off. Past few rounds, he has slowed down a little bit. He's still sitting at 27 frags, mind you. He has definitely been quite a thorn in the side of ESPADA. Final hit coming in. Dinko, this could be it. Dexter finds Kriaz. Are they expecting Kios as a question? Yes, they are. Free firing around the corner, but Kios somehow recovers. And he's looking for more. How does he find two? How does he find two? I don't even know. Dexter finally puts him out of his misery. But now it's a 2v2 bomb. He can't plant it yet. He's alone. He has to wait for his teammate to arrive. That is Finnegan pushing up towards apartments. They have the utility though. So that's something going to be with ESPADA. And Mo with the AWP. He's been so good so far. Can he do more is question.
Well, the bomb plant is going to come through. Dexter and Finnegan making sure that it gets planted and secured. Now he's going to be trying to hold on. Dexter looks back over towards short. It's Neil with the kill. All onto Finnegan. Needs to keep the team alive. He's going to drop it. Nearly an opportunity to take him down there. But Finnegan makes it happen. 15-14. Huge plays from Finnegan. He was quiet in the first half, but he delivers here when it matters. 15-14. ESPADA are not done yet. And we head into possibly the last round. Well, it is the last round of regulation, but Syman wanted to try and take it over the line here. They've got the double up set up. And all eyes onto this.
Come down to this, the final round. I don't know where ESPADA got second win from. They've won 5 in a row, 5 on the trot. It's all expectations. As Mo, though, he strikes the double op setup, working out at least for the initial few seconds of the round. They have no utility, Dinko. They have 3 flashes and a smoke. Kios with the glass cannon. Norbert with the glass M4A1. He's got nothing else to work with. This is just a Hail Mary buy where they're going to have to win every deal they take. And so far, at least, Mo giving them the slight man advantage. And Kios with the AWP, perch on top of stairs. He might actually get this pick onto Patsy. No! He's looking the wrong way. He's looking the wrong way. No one's covering him. No one's covering him. And they're going to be marching onto the A bomb site. 2 CTs there. Neil and Norbert. They have so much to do with Norbert. He's got nothing to work with. No Kevlar. No utility. No kit. Just the M4A1. And no one's facing him at the moment.
Wow, ESPADA in prime position. There's the kill, catching Kriaz. Now 4v2, 55 seconds as they move on towards the side. It's going to be looking good here for ESPADA. Looking for overtime. Mo's going to hit the shot, but he will fall. Patsy takes him down, and there it is, Blair. Overtime has arrived.
How did they bring that one back? I'm flabbergasted. I rarely use that word, Dinko, but I think it's time to bring it out. Flabbergasted.
I think it's a good time to bring it out. I think it's applicable here in this situation. This is unreal from ESPADA. I believe we have a tech issue, though, and it's Mo, who is timed out from TeamSpeak. So, they'll be trying to get back in. But we always talk about this, Blair. We're in overtime. We've had a few of them. It's 10k overtime for the road to Rio.
Which is more pressure on Syman.
Yep. Especially starting on that CT side. ESPADA as well, just all the momentum coming in from regulation. Syman are going to be feeling a little bit scared right now. Especially with the pressure they don't have a map under their belt.
Yeah, they don't have that, right? So right now, ESPADA, they're feeling it. If they're, I'm going to use a phrase like if they're sharks, they can smell the blood in the water right now. They just need 4 more rounds in this overtime, and they take the series 2-0. This is looking rough for Syman. 15-9 the scoreline. They needed just 1 more round to take it to map number 3. And it just falls apart. That final round, it's a 4v5, Dinko. They have the man advantage, and no one was looking towards connector. Not a single person. How is that allowed to happen? Like, where are the comms? Where are the protocols? Where's the setup? Especially, and you can't hold those angles, especially when you don't have the utility. You don't have the even armor to work with there. At least for a couple of the players. Kios, he just back turned towards connector, looking towards Palace. Why was a player from CD Spawn not looking towards connector? Why was there no one towards jungle? What was happening there? That is just... Ugh. My brain hurts.
That's what thinking does. And it's thinking with no reward either, Black, because you can't come up with a solution here or a reason. But 15-15, as we head into overtime, hopefully it won't be too much longer before we get Mo back into TeamSpeak and ready to go again. Let's actually give Syman a bit of a breather. I think it's needed for them at this point. Syman were pretty good on the CT side though early on into it, so if they can find that form again, then that's a solid bit. ESPADA, once they got going on that T side, they were lighting things up. Look at that kill disparity as well. There's no one really lagging behind. Finnegan, who had a quiet first half, is currently 20 and 21. Huge clutch to keep them alive in regulation towards the end as well. And as indicated by under the scoreboard, overtime. It's 1st and 19 here in overtime number 1. If you are new to CS, this concept, when we hit 15-15, we have to find a winner. There's no ties in professional CS, so we wait. And we find a victor by 4 clear rounds.
Yeah, Finnegan really stepped up, didn't he? He was, I think, sitting at 5 frags or something. Very, very low initially, but he has definitely come into zone here. Here we go. Mo, blinded, trying to find something. A wild off shot. Doesn't connect. Finnegan, once more leading the way.
Okay.
That works.
Man advantage picked up for Syman. They need to start as well, so it's good that they've got it off the back of Neil, and no reply either from ESPADA. No trade potential across the map just yet.
They've slowed it down, have ESPADA. Now that they've secured overtime, it's different. They're taking it a little bit more slower, and I'm not necessarily a big fan of this. Like, why do you want to stop what has been working out for you so well so far? That tiny little window, Dima's walked on through. That is massive. Now, Dima, he knows where the opera is. Mo's not aware, but the smoke's gonna bloom and it's gonna be forced on back. So there's a 4v3, and Dima springs blindly, just finds one. Nealon with a very quick trade. Now it's a 2v3. Bomb yet to be planted. It's gonna take a while here. Patsy gets spotted out. He's got a Molotov to keep the player towards a jungle at bay. There is no one there though for the time being, and he's trying to find something here. He's got connector control of connector as his teammate. And it's going to be Dexter. Beautiful shot. Catches Nealon pushing in. Now it's all on Dexter. 1v2. Trapped. And Kriaz is going to find him.
That's unfortunate.
Syman Gaming finally get around here. They just needed this round a while back. But at least, yeah, they got off on the right foot.
Yeah, good start into overtime. ESPADA. Not the start they would be looking for. But even after losing that initial kill, they somewhat make it close. Bring it down to just the 2v2. But Syman Gaming winning the important round as well, because, you know, if you lose that first round of overtime on the CT side, 10k overtime, you can start to lose control of that economy very, very quickly. But winning that round gives them the edge, gives them that extra bit of cash to work with.
Better now. Mixing it up. This is a better approach. This is much more faster. Sotfik spots out the player. And Mo, he's got him trapped. Sotfik's aware of this, and he's just going to smoke himself off. This is smart from the man. Mo just rattles off a shot, trying to time it right. And here comes a waterfall out from Palace. There's a player below, but Finnegan's going to open it up. Finnegan looking for more, but Mo and Nealon team up together to get a kill. Mo, though, he's still staying alive and taking people down. And now Dexter coming into its connector. He finds one. He's got control of jungle. They know there's a player towards CD spawn. In fact, there are 2 CDs coming in. And they, of course, have the very, very late lurk in the form of Kios. He's coming, sneaking in all the way from T-spawn. But he might be a little too late to stop the plant here. And Kriaz, though, he knows exactly where the bomb's going to get planted. He's got the second player out as well. Sotfik finds just one. Kriaz going massive. And he smoked himself off, and it does such a great job. He's delayed the plant, and now Kios coming in from behind. That could be the round going the way of Syman Gaming again.
Dexter trying to work his way into this. The smoke currently covering him off, but as soon as he taps that bomb, that's going to be a death sentence. Surely Krias spamming through. That's the peak from Kios. And at 17-15, Syman Gaming starting to really ramp it up here at overtime. And ESPADA just crumbling. All that hard work is starting to look a little bit like it's gone to waste.
Yeah, it's got to be gutting for them to, like, have, you know, just grind back one of the most impressive comebacks I've seen so far, at least in the CIS road to Rio, and then, and like you say, just like throw it all away. This is the opportunity to kind of break Syman Gaming, because bear in mind, ooh, they tag each other. Because bear in mind, Syman Gaming, like with the 10k overtime thing, if they could really have pressured Syman, because what happens is once you get the bomb down on the, if you get a bomb down in overtime, the CTs, they have to think twice about going for the retake, because they got to do a lot of like mental math to figure out is it worth it, because just a 10k they usually want to save, and that usually guarantees you at least 1 or 2 rounds on the in the initial part of the overtime. But unfortunately for ESPADA, that doesn't happen. Syman have everything to work with. Oof. Mo somehow alive, 13 HP now from 17. As Neelan though is gonna strike. Perfect timing. Just absolute perfection. And with that, this is looking very dire indeed. They have really gambled on his B stack. If they hit A right now, they have a tiny little sliver of an opportunity.
Well, it's going to be Norbert with the easy kill. Patsy picked off, and now it's starting to fall to pieces here for ESPADA. It's going to be flawless from Syman Gaming here in the first half of overtime. Dexter again left in an unrecoverable position. 1v5 with it all to do. All on his shoulders. And the jump spot coming through from Norbert. He is about to be picked off here, surely, from Dexter if he can spot him. But no, that's his position given it on over to the CT side. He'll manage one over towards short. A second attempt coming through, but there it is. 18-15. Syman getting the flawless half in overtime number 1. They just need one more round, and they've got loads of attempts.
Yeah, just need one more round, and we have said this in the past. They needed one more round out of 6 earlier in regulation, and that didn't happen, but hopefully winning these 3 rounds back-to-back would have hopefully given them that much-needed morale boost that they desperately need. Now a spot on the CD side. It wasn't the best. This aggression, 2 A1s. And Norbert's waiting patiently. 2 T's rather, waiting on the slope, and Sotfik peeks out. Yeah, I don't know where some of the players. They're perfect timing for Finnegan. Neelan, meanwhile, and Kios, they strike simultaneously. It's all gone wrong, Dinko, and it's all on Patsy. The comeback almost happened, but in the end, it looks like Syman Gaming is going to seal this one away. It is going to be map number 3. GG already getting called as Neelan seals the deal. Massive round from him to close this one out. And Syman Gaming, they ensure we see map